So growing. So because we know that a lot of these kids have trouble growing and gaining weight, some of the things that we've started looking at, and some of you know about my feeding and nutrition study, or our feeding and nutrition study, one of the things I'm looking at is iron, because I've started noticing that these kids don't like to eat animal meats, or some cases they can't, they're not allowed. So where are they getting their iron? So what is it good for, really? Red blood cell function, transport of oxygen, and exchange for carbon dioxide. It's part of a lot of enzymes in the body. It's for immunity and cognitive performance. It's also important for growth. There's actually been several landmark studies in iron deficiency anemia that have come out of our campus. Some of our nutrition MDs have done work in third world countries with kids who really only receive, let's say, rice or rice meals and things like that, and studying their growth. And we know this. We know that iron is important for that. So the highest sources in the diet really are these heme sources. Heme iron is better absorbed than non-heme iron. And this is just in animal meats. The highest content is in organ meats, so liver. So everybody go home and eat some liver. Red meats, beef, bison are the highest. Chicken and turkey and pork contain some, but on the average, it's about half as much per serving as your red meats. Your non-heme iron sources, the absorption is less, and so that's why we say, okay, well, I want most of it from heme iron sources if we can. Otherwise, you just kind of have to take a little bit more of the non-heme sources. So how do I know if I'm getting this? Is it on the label? So the daily value, the percent daily value reference, this is what's used on a label. So the iron is actually labeled on a lot of things. It's not required to be labeled, but when they add it and they fortify a product, they put it on there. So if the daily value is 45% and the reference value is 18, we're a little bit under 8 milligrams, right? So 8 milligrams, and most young kids actually only need 8 to 10 milligrams a day. So fortified cereals can be a great source. It's a non-heme source, so they'll probably need a little bit more, or have it with some vitamin C for increased absorption, but it's a good source.